Yeah.
Why is it saying?
It says it live. This to my end, it's saying live.
Oh, it's okay. All right. Okay. It's just been taken off my YouTube channel for some reason. Good evening, everybody. Apologies for that. We may have to add this at a later date to my YouTube channel, but I'm glad you've joined us in the meantime. So I'm joined obviously by my colleagues here. Jeanne, obviously, lovely Jeanne, Collins and Red. And I'm sure you guys have got some questions and you're not sure about things. So we're going to go over a few things. But I want to kind of start with saying, look, it's getting rid of the old and in with the new. Now, most of us guys that are on here will know what's gone on in the past. I think there's a little bit more to it because otherwise, you know, it may well have been able to resurrect, but it's not. It's not been done that way. And we're moving across to a different and a new system. And there will be other products that Ash and his experts will come out with. So I think it's great. I'm excited by the prospects. We don't know what the products are going to be, but we know that with the expertise and with the team he's got behind him, they're going to be groundbreaking. So, Jeanne, I'm sure you've got some thoughts that you'd love to add to it for us.
Well, thank you so much, Andy. Hi, Collins. Hi, Red. It's great to see everyone again. I know it's been a couple weeks for me. Well, Red on his live today was talking. He sort of started out by saying that, you know, there's a lot of, you know, people with a lot of questions. There's some uncertainty in the air and all of that stuff. And what I just wanted to say is that like Red said, it's totally normal and understood when you have something that is completely unknown to us that we are going to be entering into. We don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know what's going to be offered in there, but we know that the person who created it is someone that we love and trust and admire and know that he creates incredible things. So it's something where you can shift that anxiety into a feeling of excitement. What's going to be in there? What can I learn? What can I explore? Because it's going to be a learning center, a communication platform, and definitely the gateway into the new business. I wanted to, if I have a moment, I wanted to share right before I came on here, I was watching a video and it was talking about we're coming into autumn and the leaves are, at least in my country, in America, the leaves are starting to fall off the trees. And it talked about with trees, when their leaves start to fall, trees naturally pull their energy into their roots. They pull it from their branches down into their roots and they ground. And I thought, so when things appear to be falling and changing, when we pull our energy down inside of us, we are the strongest. They say the trees are the strongest during this time of year. So my recommendation to everyone is, as things are changing and it seems like things are falling and we don't know what it's going to look like, we can pull our energy down into our root and anchor into ourselves, start to get to know ourselves, because in this new platform, ourselves is what we're going to be exploring and sharing with the world. So I just wanted to start with that. I know that was kind of maybe a little esoteric, but I want people to just be calm. We're in a wonderful, wonderful place. Thanks, Andy.
Thanks, Jeanne. Good start. Good start. So, Collins, I'm sure you've got lots to add.
Just few to add. Thank you, Andy. I just want to say hello to Red and Jeanne. Yeah, so it's nice being back again. Yeah, so we've been looking at everything Ash is doing, you know, from all the old news. There are people who've been asking a lot of questions. Why now? Why victory for Ash? Ash has been giving us like bit by bit from old news 1 right up to old news 16. And we've learned a lot. There is no way you can do a business without the knowledge or knowing what you are doing. Sometimes you need to get an insight. That's exactly what Ash is doing. But why victory for Ash? A lot of people say, why? I said, at least we want to cut the old from the new. There is the old, there is the new. How do you come into the new? There must be a gateway for you to come in, which is victory for Ash. Ash named it himself. This is victory. You come in, this is something, a holding place, a communication platform, a learning platform where all of us will be educated, having the same or equal knowledge about what Ash is expecting from us. He wants to train us before we get to where he wants us to go, the big, bold, beautiful dream. How do you get there with less knowledge? The only way you can acquire that knowledge, which all of us will acquire the knowledge, is through victory for Ash, which is the gateway. I'm so excited, and I just wish like everyone sees this, or those who are really interested, those who just say, okay, this is it for me. I just want to take this opportunity to jump in and then see what it is. Because they said knowledge is power. You cannot build a business without having the knowledge of building a business. Ash want to equip us with enough knowledge within Victory with Ash before we move to our big, bold, beautiful dream where everything will become clearer and clearer. So I will leave it there for now. Thank you.
Thanks, Collins. Thanks. It is interesting, as I said. I don't know about you guys, but I've had quite a few messages from quite a few people asking, and what's going to happen, and how does this work, and these are things we don't know, but these are things we don't need to know right now. At the end of the day, as Collins quite rightly said, we're moving into a new, bold, beautiful dream. So, Red, share with us what your thoughts are.
Oh, I've got so many, to be absolutely honest with you. I really have. As I said on my live today, people are going to be very anxious at the moment. The unknown is always an anxious place, isn't it? People are scared. People are naturally nervous, anxious because of the unknown. Us who have been around for a while know that anything that our CEO does is going to be really good for all of us. And so we have a lot more confidence in him than other people do. Listen, nobody gets it right 100% of the time, all the time. Mistakes have been made. We know all about those and all the rest of it. But if you really look at what he's produced in the past and how it is, and the marketing and the platform and the advertising, what happened to Dubai and all the rest of it, let's not forget, we put an advert on the biggest building in the world, and we were on the largest billboard in the world, and we were in every single mall in Dubai, and all these sort of things don't come cheap, and they certainly don't come without a lot of hard work in the background going on. With that in mind, I know that what we're going to is going to be different. It's going to be not what we're used to, but that's okay. This is a new start. It's a new business, same destination, same goals, but a new vehicle. And this is in reality what that vehicle is. I like what he's doing with Victory with Ash, and I'll tell you why I like what he's doing with Victory and Ash. It is a privilege to be there. It's not a rite of passage because you had an account in your OES. It is because he wants the right people there. And I talked a lot about this, quality over quantity. I think it really is important for us to start thinking along those lines of, actually, who do you want to have in your circle, your organization? Who do you want to be helping? Who do you want to mentor? Who do you want to see success in, and all the rest of it? Would you rather see success in people who really are trying their hardest to learn, to do everything, or do you want to see success in somebody who just opens an account, sits back and goes, where's my money? I know what I would prefer to do. And this is why I think this new direction, new business is the perfect opportunity to make sure, to the best of his ability, to get the right people moving forward with him. Does this mean that everybody won't be able to move forward with him. No, it doesn't. It just means those who are privileged enough to be able to go into Victory with Ash at the very, very beginning, which is where we are now, and be qualified and pass the KYC and then subsequently get a referral link, means that they are the ones that are more in tune and aligned with our CEO than other people are. They are prepared to go the extra to make it work. And when any business starts, any new business starts, you need to have the best of the best there at the beginning. Everyone else can still come in. Everyone else can still come into Victory Ash. The other thing, what I love about Victory with Ash is you will not be allowed to go directly into the new business, right? Everybody has to go through Victory with Ash. So what does this do? What it does is it puts people in the right knowledgeable frame of mind of what the next the big business is going to be. Why? Because there is going to be certain training modules, webinars, videos, etc., that you are going to see. Now, I don't know how it's going to work, but I would not be surprised that if anybody, if any of you out there have done any e-learning online, any qualifications online and all the rest of it, I'm expecting to see something similar. So you get into it, Victory with Ash, you pass all the bits and pieces, you're in, then you start your learning journey within Victory with Ash. You watch the video, first one. Once you've watched it, guess what happens, right? There'll be a tick next to it to show that you've watched that. And then you go on to the next one. And the next one, you might have to do certain written stuff. You might have to, I don't know what it's going to be. And then when you get to the end of it, okay, you are then up to speed or at a level that our CEO wants everyone to be at before we move into the next phase. That's what I kind of think it's going to be like. Now, this is fantastic, right? Because when we are out there in the big bad world and we are bringing people in, it means that by the time they are finished with Victory with Ash, however long it takes, because it's not a you've only got a week to do it, you've only got a month to do it. You can take as long as you like to complete everything within Victory with Ash, but you have to complete it before you're allowed to go forward. And that means that everybody is of a certain level before they go into the main business. What does this mean for the business? It means that their people are qualified to be able to do the right tasks within the business because they've had the training through Victory with Ash. Genius. So you are qualifying people to be a certain standard to be able to do the job that is needed moving forward. I mean, obviously I'm guessing here, but that's a kind of way that I think it is. That would make more sense that way. And you know me, I like to do logic a lot. Logically thinking, that is how, if I was doing it, that's how I would do it, because then you know how people have progressed and how everybody has got to a certain level. This also conjures up, for me, I like to think outside the box. Now, I've told you before, I'm not going to be fishing in the on passive pond anymore. Okay, I'm up and gone. I'm looking for a brand new, huge, great big ocean. That's where I'm going fishing. I'm going to get a boat, go into the middle of it, and I'm going to be fishing like mad to get brand new blood. That's where I'm going to be going. Now, that's not because I don't like the people who are in the on passive pond. I don't like the people that I surround myself with by any means. It's because for the new business to become successful, we do need new blood. And for me to be successful in that new business, I know and understand I have to go out there and get new blood. So me right at this moment, I'm thinking about, right, how can I utilize and leverage what I know already? And what I know is we are going to have a learning center that anybody and everybody can enter, and it's going to be free, right? That is my mind thinking that is going to be my initial marketing ploy. That is what I'm going to be using and utilizing. Why? Because I know that. I don't know what the main business is going to be, but I also know that everybody has to go through Victory with Ash. So why not use that as my tool that I want to get people into? Because once people go into Victory with Ash through my referral link, my job's done, because the system is going to process people to a certain standard before they then go into the main business. And then in between all that, I'll have my own group chats of people in my organization, and I'll help people and all the rest of it. And this is what I'm trying to encourage people to do. Get the quality of people that you want around you, making sure that they are hungry. I love this word. If you're hungry enough for it, you will succeed. This is what really separates the men from the boys. The ones that have got that desire, that dream, that drive to want to succeed, they're the kind of people that I want to have in my organization. I don't want 1,000. I'd rather have 10 people who want to get down and dirty with me, roll their sleeves up, learn, and get busy with their business. Anyway, I'll leave it for that for now.
Thanks, Red. That's brilliant. I think this is quite an important point about who. If you look at the way this was set up originally, and how many people kind of came on board and then got one or two guys on board with the idea, and then let them go to town, and they sat back and did absolutely nothing. Now, you're quite right, Red. Why would you surround yourself with people that just are there with their hand out? What we want people that are, and I love that phrase, hungry for it. They want something. And again, it goes back to my financial services days. Speaking to the managing director at some point, he says to me, I would far rather have 5 guys that write solid business that do 80,000 a year than one guy doing 400,000 that is just writing business for the sake of it. At the end of the day, half of that guy's business comes off the books. The fact is that you pick and choose who you wish to work with. We're all going to get an opportunity at the end of the day, so there's no need to panic, but be mindful there's work involved this time. It's not just, thank you very much, I'll take that. Because we've all seen over the course of the last 5 years, many people just simply do that and nothing else. And I've had hundreds and hundreds of phone calls. Where's my money? Where's my money? It's put some effort in, get out what you've put in. And the more you put in, the more you'll get out. Yes, we don't know what the system is likely to be, and Red's probably got a very good guess here. Personally, I don't want to speculate because I have no clue. But I know one thing, I'm no good at reading. So for me, it's going to take me a while. But don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. There's plenty of time. Jeanne, have you got any further comments that you would love to add?
Well, sure. You know, I mean, Red talking about the this Victory with Ash preparing people. You know, you're everybody that enters it is going to be just given every opportunity to prepare yourself for the business to come. And we don't know what that's going to look like. But what I love is that this whole platform is, in my opinion, a gift from Ash Mufareh, a gift that says, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for staying the course, as Red says. Thank you for believing in this vision enough to stay here through all the years, all the ups and the downs, because I'm so grateful. Here is this incredible treasure trove of information, so that anybody coming in there is going to have just every opportunity to better themselves, to learn about how to do business, marketing, or whatever. We don't know if it's going to be about finance. We don't know. I would imagine it would have all of the things involved in running a business, but also personal development. So even if people get in there and they say, you know what, I'm not hungry, as Red said, I'm not that hungry, or whatever, they're still going to be bettering their lives just by experiencing what's in that platform, just dipping their toe in it. He's been doing this ever since day one. Here, I have lived this life and I have become successful. I have overcome challenges, and here's how I did it. Help yourselves. That's basically what he's saying. So anybody coming into this without immense gratitude, I don't think they quite understand what's being offered here. So I'm just so grateful that Ash, even after everything, being slogged through the mud, he has said, you know what? I love that these people have stood by me. I love you all. He says that to us all the time. And because of that, I'm going to save you a whole heck of a lot of time and provide all this training, information, mentoring, everything, so that you can, have a better life. And that's really what he wants for people. So that's all I wanted to add, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeanne. Yeah, the excitement is definitely building. So Collins, please add to the conversation. Come on in.
Ray just opened my mind in different world. Ray, you just said a lot of things that really resonate with me. And I've been having this chat behind the scene with Andy, Peter Rogers. We just chat and we're looking at the way Red was looking at the training hub, the Victory with Ash. And we put it in a normal day-to-day job. Said, all right, for instance, if they hire you, for a job, a role, you need that training to be able to carry out your tasks. And sometimes they give you maximum 3 months of your probation. If you are not up to speed, what happened? They take you out. Ash is not taking you out. Like Ray said, you'll be there until when you get to that level, then you move to where Ash wants you to be. Because how would they move you from Victory to Ash to the main place where Ash wants to take us if you don't have that level of training? I was just thinking a lot like the way Red was thinking, like in my head. Some people said, all right, what if there is a video and I didn't watch it? How would they know? I said, no, there'll be something. Ash is smart enough. There'll be something, even like normal, I did training today, my work. They wrote me and said, Collins, you've not done your training. I just went, I did it. And immediately there was, certificate of something done. And the human resource received it and said, Collins, you've done it. That's it. Because anything you do with technology, there is always a reference that this person have done it. And you're successful, move to the next one. We don't know. We're just speculating here. But at least there will be something that will say, you have done it. You've attained this level. You've attained this level until satisfactory. Because at the end of the day, Ash just want to equip us with knowledge, empower us so that we can run our business effectively and efficiently without turning around, calling someone and asking what is going on here. Ash just want to equip you and us, And he says something in Old New 16. He said, by embracing Victory with Ash, you will be helping to shape the future and prepare the way for our big, bold, beautiful shared dream. That's what Ash said. You are preparing, you are coming because they want to equip you to have that knowledge so that you will do what? You will preparing others. Maybe we'll be helping others acquiring that knowledge. But again, you cannot just come fold your arms. Like Red says something about who do you want to surround yourself with? Do you want to surround yourself with people who will pull you down when you say, oh, I've watched this video or whatever is there. I've taken this particular training. Please go and take it. and the person said, no, I don't have time. That person is pulling you down. In a particular process in IT, they call it Scrum methodology. If you are in a circle and you don't perform your tasks, you are pulling your team down. Your team will not be happy because your slowness is affecting their entire team. So you want to surround yourself with people who will lift you up. Someone who just get up and said, right, there is something. You don't have to wait Red to tell you. You can say, okay, Red is like top leader, but sometimes Red can miss it because Red has his own daily life to do particular thing. You can say, hey, Red, there is something. Oh, Andy, there is something. And you want to surround yourself with that type of people. Not only you will be lifting them up, but they can also lift you up, remind you of something. And this is how we build a successful business, by helping each other. And that's what Ash is expecting from us. Helping each other, grow with each other, move inside the big, bold, beautiful dream, continue the process again. And then we turn back and say, wow, well done. We give a pat, on our back and say, we have done it. Red said 10. Sometimes I said, if I can get only 2 people who are ready to roll their sleeve, go down and learn like myself, we can take over the globe. You don't need many. You need quality people, not quantity. Because Ash have designed it that way, where you need only quality people that will help you and you can support them and do what is needed to be done for you to move to that particular level. So I will leave it there, Andy. Thank you.
Thanks, Collins. Thanks. I think the main thing here is we move from one system to another system, and Ash is going to make it easy for us to understand. The key here that is, most of us become kind of technophobes as we get older, eh, Red? We have difficulty with, understanding how I have dreadful trouble with iPhones and with TikTok and X and Instagram and all of that. But Ash is here to make things simple for guys like me, so that it's easy, understandable. We can resonate with it. We can cope with it. And as Colin said, this transition is a case of who are the guys that want to make the effort? Who are the ones that are going to move forward? Who are the ones that really do want this? You now have a choice. So fill your boots, as it were. Any final comment, Red?
Relax. That's my final comment. Everything's going to be fine, guys. If you are not successful in the first wave, I suppose, if you want to call it, of the people who've done the application, don't worry. There's still avenues to join, all the rest of it, and no, it's going to be fine. I think if you've got the mindset of wanting to be part of this, then there's nothing to stop you whatsoever. As long as you've been clean, ethical, aligned, and all the rest of it, basically a good person, then you're absolutely fine. And I can't envisage many people not passing the application. But who do I know? I'm not the one who's setting the rules out. But one thing I do know is that it's a new start for all of us. And when new starts come around, whether they're on purpose, whether they come by accident, we've all had times in our lives where we've had to start again through maybe not our faults or whatever. It's a great time to be able to have another look at yourself and think, right, how can I change what happened? How can I better myself and all the rest of it? This is one of those opportunities. And give yourself a good look in the mirror and say, right, it didn't go too well last time for me. How can I make it better this time for me? Because this is a new start for all of us. Like I said before, we're walking through the Victory with Ash door, but naked, okay, not knowing what we're going to, okay. We're not bringing anything with us, not the big teams, not the nothing. It's just nothing's coming with us. So have the right mentality, have the will to learn, have the hunger to succeed, and you won't go far wrong. Back to you.
Thanks, Red. Thanks, that's brilliant. Jeanne, any final comment that you'd like to add?
Just to continue what Red said, basically we're in the birthing canal. We're these squeaky little, naked babies coming through the birthing canal into something completely new and absolutely amazing. And that's all I want to add. Thanks so much, Andy.
Thanks, Jeanne. Let's hope this one has hair. Collins, any final comment?
Yes, I just agree with Jeanne and Red. We just have to be ready to come in and learn as much as possible. Take it easy. Don't be scared. There's nothing really hard, but just come in, learn as much as possible, because this will really help you to have a greater understanding, for your business and how to grow and move forward. That's it. That's exactly what all of us are waiting to go in and then see what it is and start the learning journey. So please just relax, as Red said, relax. There is nothing. We're just coming naked, as Red said, nothing. We're not coming with anything. Just come in, take the journey again, and you'll be fine.
Can I bring my towel? Anyway, thank you for joining us, guys. We'll see you again next Tuesday, hopefully, and we'll add some more detail, hopefully, once we know it. So thank you very much indeed. We'll see you soon. Please, please, please don't forget Heroes and obviously Red's Lives. Heroes on Sunday. And please like and share this and subscribe to the channels when you can. Thank you.